For the Raptors, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam in Memphis. Big, giving up 130 points. 130. The Toronto Raptors have won 3 in a row, each by 10+ points. Boston currently second, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Indiana, Miami, Milwaukee to discuss quite possibly who the Toronto Raptors will face in that first round and the seeding as that will carry over. I'm not certain about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously always a concern. Tough.
Since the 2013-2014 season, and they've only swept Detroit. And the
season long, this team may have been fighting for a final playoff spot.
That's correct. Maybe. Left, JV's going to post up. DeRozan with a pass, the double comes. JV lines it up.
In the post, JV outside, knocking down the three. Just the way you like it.
Is there something wrong with that? Jonas Valanciunas. By the way, Toronto Raptors, news alert. Does everybody leave this game healthy?
Yes.
How about Paul George? He ties him.
Oh! What a move the Raptors have done this season, but watching this team now, I get the feeling that they genuinely enjoy it. I think they're having fun playing together in this style, and it's just great to see because this is the way you have to play to win.
It took a little while, but they embraced it. Understandably so, by the way, as Kennard. I mean, he's thriving.
And his teammates are taking advantage of him when he is on the floor. How many times over the last season or two did we say, hey, if he's on the floor, give him the ball?
Against the Pistons. And a tough pass looking for DeRozan. It is saved. And Stanley Johnson, the second best road record in the Eastern Conference. Only Boston with a better road record. Lowry with
as freakish athletes. And even when you get open, they still recover. So you have to speed everything up and make those adjustments. And I think
Valanciunas got a handoff. Kyle finds JV.
Great
pass. Great job.
What was happening? JV did a great job of getting his man on his back to make that an easy bucket.
Reggie Jackson on the inside with a put.
Big point guard that can get in there. Much like we talked about DeLon Wright when he gets to the basket.
6'3", 208.
And getting playing on a repaired knee, everything, and now he's got it back and he looks good.
Reggie Jack.
Yes, it would be a tremendous accomplishment, a tremendous regular season mark. You know, and he's as proud of that.
Doubt an early start for the first place team.
Well, that you hope the respect is there. That will not be the case.
Kid from Kiel is big. It's Sarnia.
He used to run my basketball camp, so I used to love that.
Here's DeLon. Skip pass. Good find. CJ, top of the circle.
Powell, he skipped and went right down the middle to CJ, and that's the guy you want to get. How about 7 assists and 11 made field?
Around. And another turnover. Look how quick Ish Smith is.
Well, when we're talking about adjusting to the speed of the game, as far as Ish Smith is concerned, you're adjusting for tomorrow morning.
That makes no sense.
To West Palm.
Here's Ellison on the droppers. Showing some pressure here. Here's Smith. Look at him. All the way to the rim. He's drafted back in 2010. And a great interception by DeLon Wright. The Raptors down now 39-34. 5-point advantage. Galloway finds Tolliver. Tolliver that quite often back-to-back.
And there was no private jet. I mean, you're on a commercial flight at 6
But it was the limo, though. Look at now, he's quiet. And a nice move, roped away by CJ. Shot clock at 7. Here's Ish Smith. He's going to trigger the 3. Raptors down by 11. And Ish Smith stops on a dime, and he's teed of 9 losing seasons over their last 10. It's a long way from. Here's Kyle, 3. No, JV.
Knew Kyle was going to take it, so he got down there early and was able to clean it up.
Tolliver. And what did he just do? The 3-point shooter. Oh, Pascal, great job. Shot doesn't go, so consecutive stops.
Now remember, even at pretty much full strength, the Raptors have been down. Nice job.
Wednesday in Miami, they're playing Oklahoma City tonight, and then of course the Raptors out of Wednesday and the road wins. They got 2 games to try. Good job by Brown, not biting on that. Here's Kennard with a 3. DeMar with 7 here, along with 4 assists. DeRozan fading. That's rare miss from him from outside. Brown handles it. The Raptors a chance maybe to cut it even closer. Finds Siakam drives. Lowry doing a great job of sharing it. Drive, kick, share. Stop digging in here.
I mean, you could just see when the Raptors focus in and play a little defense.
Kyle into the front court behind the back. And Valanciunas with an up fake now drives.
There
nice
you go.
move.
Who needs the ball? Who's hot? Who can I get involved and who can I pick up in the middle of the game? Great move.
As many as 5 teams within a single season to have that opportunity here tonight. Great post-up work. Away with it after it was deflected by Jackson. Shot clock down. Entry pass. Oh my! Last time they led, it was 32-30, and now a turnover. And Kennard with the right hand in it.
Fitting that these two teams will be battling the G League Championship.
DeRozan turns the corner. We've talked about that often.
We're seeing this organization with that type of mentality. And, you know, what's interesting as well, another parallel that jumps out at me is how part of the shirt's going to say the kid from Kiel, on the back to say keys don't matter.
3-pointer. Culture reset, and then the ability of Dwayne Casey and his staff to implement that. Now the team is
surprise of this whole year, Matty, the bench.
Yeah.
These young guys have been spectacular.
And Denver Nuggets, of course, they were in the NBA, transition to the NBA in the merger, 76-77. 3-pointer.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Bob McAdoo, number 11, it all came back, Matty. Randy Smith, Ernie D. Oh, how about NBA? Unlike kids today, so to me, that was the world to be able to see 1 or 2 games live and be able to try
to Los Angeles. Johnson on the move on the inside. Raptors here in this third quarter really picking up steam. Come east and travel east. They spend a little bit extra time putting those games away.
Opponents want to take the ball out of DeMar's hands, out of Kyle's hands, and clock things up for them. Other players have to step up and make shots. Depth to defensively win games ugly.
Shot clock down to 2, spinning around DeMar, bucket. They've won 14 in a row. Last time they lost was March the 4th at Milwaukee. CJ cut off by Tolliver. Great dish, and Pirtle, look at that. That have made 15 of 15 from the field. Loose ball scooped up just the way you draw it up. CJ Norman kicks it. CJ on the 10 of the shot clock. Tolliver guards and CJ puts it on the deck. Drives. I think that's Norm now looking for a screen. Step back. Kicks it. Pirtle. Nice post position by Yaz.
Again, he's hitting stride at the right time. And I think this year, after a full season with the team, we're going to see a much
in double digits, averaging 15 points, shooting 56% from the field, 48% from 3. Lorenzo Brown it together here in the third, now in the fourth. What a dish, huh? Dish there. Raptors, another turnover. As you mentioned, Lorenzo Brown has come in and fit in. Handles the basketball. Raptors up by 17, 7:50 to go. Oh, the Austrian.
He got up on that one, too.
12 points yesterday. He's got 10. Delon with an up fake now, backing in, spinning, flips it up. No, but
you know exactly why.
Eric Smith has a report.
Plans have changed. Plans have changed. I had a flight board.
Isn't good. For 82 games played in a season, 3 years of age. Jackson now.
He just keeps playing, realizing he's got to be on the floor for that team to have some success.
See if the Raptors can get a stop in the 3 against Jackson. Weaving his way, offensive rebound, put back, no. Bring it back out. Kennard shooting out of the year, 4-4 from 3.
That's the way to do it right now.
Good job by Pirtle.
Like, seriously, you need to go to the 4 corners.
Pascal maintains it. Clock down, spins around. Swings it, Brown. Pirtle was open momentarily. Now he's going to come up, and Brown's not going to use the screen. Jumper got it. You see Stan Van Gundy coming over, telling Dwayne Casey, good luck.